season, and they should be cherished and prized, particularly when you get win number 6 and become bowl eligible. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Utes will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Arizona's offense will have first crack at this one. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Going to the running game. Breaks into the open. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Going with the ground game left. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Leaves it with the running back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll mark it down, and that'll be enough for an Arizona first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Anderson wants to throw. Finds his man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. This is why Rice-Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Snagged in the middle, it's Ferguson. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
He's got it on the move. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Arizona right back to the line. Quarterback making checks. Trying play action. Touchdown, Arizona. Fitted in the window for the score.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Utah's offense will get the ball for the first time. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. It's a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse. But it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success. But play within yourself. Make those plays. Don't make the big mistake.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Thompson. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Trying to get the receiver on a drag route and work him through all the bodies in traffic, but there's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Gilby got it out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll try it over the left side. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
And they get him down.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer. Nice run by the running back.
And the Wildcats will go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Flips it out to the back. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Looking to throw, it's Tollefson. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Power football with the run. Turning it on. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
when the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's second and long. Give to the running back. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on next time.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Great place to start for this offense. He leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Tollefson. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Offense facing 4th down.
And the Utes will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Finds the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position. This offense has it with really good field position. They want to run it left here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Dropping back, it's Tollefson. Got him downfield. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. was a good idea to game tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. And the Utes are on the move. Gonna look downfield again. Buys a little time. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Anderson will throw. Gets it out fast. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. To throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Mitchell.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
The Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got a man, it's Johnson. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and the 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Ford. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
Arizona has it in the red zone. Anderson wants to throw. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts, and I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He's got it and still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Salt Lake City. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to...
Oh, he's got some space.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down and still on his feet. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Tollefson. It's caught. Finds a crease at the 20. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. The offense set for a first down play. Handoff to the lone back. Touchdown, Utes! And that one will give him the lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6.
He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. That gives him 54 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Utah! And they take it in for 6 more points. tags on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Anderson will throw. The short hands, it's Ferguson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Looks as if Arizona will have enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. He'll start this drive firing. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, the ground game. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Anderson wants to throw. Good timing on the quick out. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down, and you don't see the defense sprinting out to...
Converts on 4th down. Still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So first down will open up the final period. Looking downfield on first down. Right down the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. Anderson will throw. Blasted as he lets it go.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Wants to fire on second down. Back open in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. So a drive there of 82 yards. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Jet sweep to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
And the Utes come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. He'll keep it on the sneak. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Arizona in a hurry. Anderson wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Richardson. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And on offense right now, you're at a juncture here of the game in the fourth quarter, trailing the way you are. You can't punt anymore. Execution has got to be at a premium. And on that fourth down, they're able to hook up, move the sticks, and keep this momentum going.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. There he goes. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. And he won't be able to get it as the defense gets him down at the 1.
And the defense brings the blitz. And how about the QB? Really nice job understanding. If I can hang on to this just a little bit longer, it gives my receiver an opportunity to run a better route, get more time to create.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Motion from the wideout. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football?
Brings into the open. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. He's had a day, 103 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Got the quick pass. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. The Utes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Hand off to the single back.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
They'll give it to the back. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The clock and the scoreboard on their side as they come to the line, 1st and goal. Slams ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes!
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Anderson will throw. That's caught. It's Johnson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. I know you want to take what the defense gives you, but at this point you have to push the ball downfield a little more, David.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Check the football down. That's what they're going to give you, but we need scores. Down multiple scores. Got to push the ball down the field. Take more chances.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. With the clock running, this should be the final play. He's taking the deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.